Today I'm going to make an origami flower like this one, but I'm going to make a pink one. But you can also use construction paper to make this type of flower. This is one of the flowers made with construction paper. So the materials you'll need are 1 tacky glue, 4 pieces of origami paper, 1 scissor, 1 pencil, and 1 ruler. So first you have to put the ruler in the middle diagonally and make sure you don't do it wrong. And then one side you have to put it all the way over the ruler so it makes that mark on the end. And then you take out the ruler. So after the line in the middle is diagonally, you have to fold it. So after you fold it halfway, you have to fold it again halfway. And then you have to fold it one more time. So you have to do this for all 4 of your papers repeatedly. And then after you're done, it's supposed to look like this. So I'm done with all 4 of them. So after you're done fully, you have to try to make sure that's super tight and like really flat on the edges so it doesn't keep on popping up. So now you have to do the shape of the flower on the edges. So now you just have to make any shape you want that you like. But if you want the flower like the peach flower that I showed you in the beginning of the video, you have to do it like this. So after you're done drawing the shape of the flower, now you're going to cut it with the scissor. So after you're done cutting, you have to make sure and open it so you can see what shape it'll come out with. So this is the shape that came from me. So after you're done and you like the shape of the flower on the edges, then you fold it back together. To this shape again. So with the other ones, sometimes you don't know exactly what to do and like how to draw the shape. So the easier way you can do is just put the flower exactly like parallel to the other piece of paper, and then you can start cutting it. And you have to make sure that it's super equal. Okay, so now you have to check the other one. So like the extra ones I have, I still have 2 more. So you just have to cut every single one, and like you can adjust it like how you want it to be like. All of them ready, all of them have a circle in the middle. You have to cut all of them. So one of the flower pieces, you have to cut 1 petal off it, but remember not to cut the same exact thing over and over again. As you can see, I cut 1 of them, and now there is only 7 more on this petal. So now it's this one. So this one you have to cut 2. So you have to cut both of these 2. So I did 1, 2, and now I have to do this one 3. 3 petals off this one, you have to cut them. So I cut 3 off this one. And on the last one, this one's 4, but you don't have to use both of them, but if you want you can, but it's really hard because when you're attaching all the flower pieces, it'll be kind of squished together, so you should just use 1. And I actually cut all 4 of my flower bases actually. And then you just have to use tacky glue. You don't have to use this glue, but you should use a glue that has a small tip like this one does. So after I'm done cutting every single one, you get your tacky glue open and you just have to put it fully on one full petal, some glue. Don't put too much or it's gonna bleed through and people can see the outside of that flower. So that's about enough glue, and now you just have to put a little bit on the edges, not too much. And now you just have to get the opposite side of the glue one and then fold it all the way around like this, and then you just have to attach it like this. You guys see? The glue one is attached to another one, so it's gonna be like this. So you should do this to make your flowers more curvy, like the peach one in the beginning of the video. So you just have to cut a little bit, just off the sides, like this. Make sure you don't cut too much or then it's going to ruin the whole shape. So after you're done, you get a scissor or you can use a pencil. So I'm just going to use a scissor, which is a lot better. You have to curve it and make that a little flappy so it can bend a little downward. So it's kind of working, but you have to like push it down. If you just do it just keep on pulling the scissor upward. You have to like hold the scissor and your thumb together and push it all the way down. You can even use your just thumb and then do that. You just want the flower to look neat. So that's how it looks like. So after you're done with the third, go on to your second. So you just have to put like halfway, like here there's like a half area. Just put a little bit of glue. So that's about enough glue, but if you put too much, it's gonna stick really hard, but you want it really neat. So now you just have to fold it all the way over, like this. It's supposed to look like this. It has 3 sides, but the one had 4. So you have to cut the edges a little, so it can be a little curvy. And now you just have to use a scissor and then just push it all the way down. But if you think it's like a little bit, you should just cut a little bit more downward. So it's supposed to look like this. So after I'm done with the second and third petal ones, I'm going to start the first one. So you just have to put a little bit of glue because you're going to attach a lot. So you're going to curve it a lot. Just the edge. A little bit of glue. Like that much. And then you get the other side and roll it all the way. But you have to make sure that it's all the way and it's going to be straight when you're turning it. And you have to do it like this, but you don't have to cut anything with the scissor to be like this. Because when you're cutting it, it's not going to look neat, but this is supposed to be like the little bud inside the flower. So now I have the fourth petal one. So now I'm going to use the glue and then put it fully on one full petal. So that much is enough. So now you get the other side and then you flip it all the way over like this. You just put it like that and then push it like this in the middle. Like that. But if it's kind of popping out like this one is, just add a little bit more glue. supposed to look like this, and now you get the scissors and just cut it on the edges a little. So now I'm gonna curve it. So it's supposed to look like this. So I finished the floor petal, so you just have to repeat all of the things I told you. Because all of these petals are just the same, just the first one was kind of different, so you could just... So after you're done with every single one, you should make sure that you cut every single one, and the flap is really nice. And you can use anything that you want, technically. And you have 2 circles, you should use thick paper and attach them. And then after you're done, this is like the sticking part, you should like kind of smush it a little, just a little, not all the way. And then you should add some glue. And then put it right in on top of the circle and use a pencil so you can smush it. Or you could just use your finger. So now it's this one, you just have to smush it a little again. And then add some glue. And then put it inside. And you can use a pencil and just smush it down again. So it looks like now this right now, and you can just move it around like this, so it'll be really neat. So just put this one again, and just smush it a little, like this, and then add some glue. And then on the flower, you just slowly put it down. And you can use a pencil and smush it. So after that, you can get the next one and then kind of smush it down too. You have to smush every single one down, except the first and second one. And just put some glue and then stick it on. And you can use anything to push it inside. So now we just have 3 more petals to go. So this one, smush it down, put some glue, and put it inside the flower. And then you just have to put the next one, the second one, and just cut it a little actually. And then you can just put some glue. And then put it inside the flower and push it inside. And then the first one, you can just cut it a little and then add some glue on the edges and in the middle so it can stick properly. And then after you're done, you could just put that inside. And you can use a pencil and then put it inside. So this is a flower that came. And please subscribe to my channel. And please comment down below if you like my flower or not.